What billionaires, especially Western billionaires, are searching for right now isn't more wealth. Instead, they're focused on actively seeking out various ways to ensure that they and their families can successfully survive and endure if a nuclear war breaks out. You can find more detailed survival investment information at this QR code. Maybe so this channel can use the money to purchase and install a nuclear bunker to bury in the front yard. Just kidding. Or you can just hit subscribe. That way, I'll know that the information I've gathered is helpful and appreciated by everyone. And it also encourages the Sign Money Monster team as well. Thank you. This is a simulation of a nuclear explosion that could vaporize a human body with temperatures of millions of degrees Celsius in less than a split second, and it leaves devastation across the land and surrounding waters. All surviving living beings will be left with deep burn wounds. The air will be filled with intense and dangerous radiation. And even if it rains, it won't wash anything away because the rain will turn into black acid rain. You can't let it touch your skin. You can't drink it. And this is just a basic simulation of what would happen in a nuclear war based on information from ICANN. If you want to see something more in depth, I already made a video about it in this clip. You can go check it out. And the reason I'm talking about nuclear war again is because just this past January, the Wall Street Journal ran a headline saying there's a risk that nuclear warheads could be used again in this modern world. The number of nuclear warheads each country has in the world has increased. And they're also much more powerful because everyone now has more advanced technology. This map shows the destructive power of each country's nuclear warheads, indicating just how large their blast radius is. The United States has a blast radius of 8,050 miles. If a nuclear missile were launched from Russia, it would have a blast radius of 6,835 miles. If a nuclear missile were launched from China, it would have a blast radius of 8,077 miles. And if a nuclear missile were launched from North Korea, it would have a blast radius of 6,213 miles. And as you can see, no matter which country launches a nuclear missile, Thailand is within the damage radius. Currently, more countries are openly declaring that they possess nuclear weapons, but there are some countries that haven't clearly stated whether they have nuclear weapons or not. For example, Iran, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia have said that their countries have the capability to develop nuclear weapons and will do so if they come under pressure. Meanwhile, the number of nuclear warheads in China is steadily increasing, and it's predicted that the number of warheads in China will triple by 2035. All the information I've mentioned makes it seem possible that a nuclear war could break out in this world. And of course, if someone isn't prepared, anyone living their normal life above ground, and then suddenly someone launches a nuclear attack, that group of people probably wouldn't survive. So people with money, especially those who are considered billionaires, right now, they're getting ready. They're preparing so they can survive. And it's not just the billionaires. The governments of leading countries are also starting to prepare. For example, the Swiss government has just ordered upgrades, construction, and restoration of nuclear bunkers with a budget of up to $250 million US. And this was just in October 2024. The Swiss federal government has encouraged Swiss citizens to stock up on water, food, and other essentials for emergency situations. The National Economic Supply, or NES, has launched a campaign for the public to practice using an emergency supply calculator so people know how to stock water and food for potential emergencies. For example, it recommends that each person should prepare 9 liters of water, 9 liters per person, for 5 days. Stuff like this, where are we supposed to learn it from? In May 2024, the UK government ordered citizens to start practicing stockpiling enough food supplies for any emergency situation for at least 3 days. Deputy Prime Minister Oliver Dowden launched a website called Prepare, which literally means get ready, so that the British public can learn how to store food supplies for emergencies. As for China, the government has stockpiled an enormous amount of supplies, enough to keep the country running in isolation for 10 years. You can watch more clips at this link. And in Thailand, our government says we should get ready to run from dinosaurs at Jurassic Park. Just kidding. Love, love, love. According to the Wall Street Journal, right now the economies in Western countries, especially in the United States, are pouring money into building nuclear bunkers. They're making them super fancy, like real safe houses. And this comes from a company that consults on building shelters for families with more than 500 million US dollars. That's insanely rich. The company that builds nuclear bunkers in the US, which I looked up, is called Atlas Survival Shelters. They offer nuclear bunkers at a range of prices. Prices start at 50,000 US dollars, which is almost 2 million baht. But let me tell you, that $50,000 or 2 million baht is actually their cheapest option. And they even have models that cost hundreds of thousands of US dollars, $200,000, all the way up to bunkers for billionaires. These nuclear bunkers, besides being equipped with backup oxygen systems, they also have a gym, a kitchen, beds. It's called a complex survival condo, a luxurious residential building that's 15 stories deep. Each unit is priced at several million US dollars. So if you don't want to invest in building a bunker just for yourself and risk feeling lonely, you can come live together in this condo-style setup instead. And there are also amenities like a cocktail lounge, a swimming pool. You can even throw parties. It's built to withstand external explosions. It can successfully withstand the immense pressure from both water and soil, and it enables the residents living inside to survive comfortably for a whole year without ever needing to step foot outside. Even Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, there have been numerous reports that he has a massive and sophisticated underground bunker on land he bought in Hawaii. And if we talk about preparing for an upcoming war, besides those who are getting ready just to survive, there are also people who are preparing extremely thoroughly so that they have enough to eat. Not just enough to eat, but enough to sell and become a billionaire. That person is Bill Gates. Bill Gates, the owner of Microsoft, you know. I don't really know if he has a bunker or not, but one thing's for sure, right now, Bill Gates owns as much as 270,000 acres of farmland in the United States. And he even owns farmland outside the country too. Bill Gates' farmland is spread across 18 states throughout the US. This has made Bill Gates the largest owner of farmland in the United States. This has led people to wonder, why has Bill Gates been spending billions to buy farmland since 2013? Why is he buying it? Is it because he thinks the world is getting hotter or something like that? Some people have actually asked, and Bill Gates has answered before, that his investment in buying farmland has nothing to do with global warming. But is it related to the possibility of a nuclear war or World War III? I couldn't find any evidence that anyone has ever asked Bill Gates about that. Still, there are people who think that Bill Gates' investment methods and behavior really align with conspiracy theories. It's like wondering if peanut butter and jelly would taste good together. And there are people who speculate that Bill Gates seems to know that the world's supply of food and water won't be enough in the future. But there is currently no one who can definitively confirm whether Bill Gates is actually behind or knows anything about these various conspiracy theories. But it is important to keep in mind that Bill Gates is the billionaire who once warned the world about a potential global pandemic long before COVID ever happened. And all the information I've shared from the very beginning of this video up until now paints two big pictures. The first picture is the possibility of a nuclear war or a third world war. Don't assume that because they have nukes, they won't use them. If they have them, will they use them? If not, why prepare them? If they won't be used, why have nukes at all? Having them means they might use them, right? Also, look at billionaires and world leaders. Why are they getting ready? Because if we're going to talk about there being something fishy going on, just look back a few years. Klaus Schwab, the chairman of the World Economic Forum, once talked about reducing the world population. And he's also the author of the book COVID-19, The Great Reset, which claims that the recent COVID-19 pandemic was part of an initial effort to reduce the world population. There's also another person, an author named John Coleman, who wrote the book Conspirators' Hierarchy, the story of the Committee 300. This book claims that there's a committee of 300 people. These 300 people are supposedly the group that holds the highest power in the world, controlling every aspect of the world we live in. The author summarizes the work of one of the committee members who is currently drafting proposals for a global revolution. The content states that by the year 2050, at least 4 billion people who are considered useless eaters will be eliminated through war, epidemics, and famine. The populations of the United States and Canada will decrease much more rapidly than those of other continents until the world population is reduced to a manageable level of 1 billion people. Of these, 500 million will be selected Chinese and Japanese individuals, as they have been governed for centuries and are accustomed to being obedient subjects without question. Is it possible that the epidemic mentioned refers to COVID-19, which is already passed? Is it possible that the so-called war is starting to take shape right now? Could it really be a possibility that when the war breaks out and continues to escalate, we will find ourselves heading directly toward widespread famine and extreme hunger? And is it also possible that when all of this finally comes to an end, at least 4 billion of us will leave this world around the same time? I will make sure to provide the link to the full PDF document for you in just a moment. Here are both of the books I mentioned for you to read. Hurry up and read them before they disappear. What do you mean the books will disappear? No, it's my channel that'll disappear. Let's go make some money and buy a bunker instead.